Bonjour, Paris Arby. First of all, thanks for having me here and joining me. The topic of today's presentation is all-in-one interactive plotting using DaruView. In my talk, I'll be introducing you to DaruView, which is a recently developed library for data visualization in Ruby. So, a little about myself. GMAPL Prakriti Gupta. That's all the French I've managed to learn in the meantime, and I'm still not pronouncing it correctly. I'm a computer science senior at NIT Hamirpur in India. I participated in Google Summer of Code program in 2018. It is a distance internship program for open source contribution, and I was responsible for the enhancement of the project DaruView. I'm also a contributor of the larger project Daru. So, before delving deep into the world of data visualization, I'm going to take you all with me on a quick ride with DaruView so that you know what to expect in further slides. So, with DaruView, you get to plot a wide range of charts, including maps. This is a France map that I created using high maps in DaruView. You can zoom in, zoom out, hover over this map to see different regions of France, or you can download it in different formats like PNG, PDF, and SVG. With DaruView, you not only get to plot a chart, but you also get to customize it. Here I have used CSS for the customization, and I have also used some options to configure this chart. So, isn't it boring to have only one series of data in a chart? Presenting to you the combination charts. Here I have used two data series here to plot the chart. This is very interactive. You can just click here to visualize only one series of data, or you can add it again just by clicking here again. So, DaruView is not just a visualization library that takes data in one input format. Apart from the normal array data or the data that JavaScript library supports, you can also provide data in the form of Daru data frame and Daru vector. Daru data frame and Daru vector are just two data structures which are used to store, analyze, and manipulate data. Has anyone here heard of pandas in Python before? Oh, okay, great. So it is used for data analysis in Python. Daru data frame is similar to that of pandas data frame. Here, I have taken a Kaggle data set of top 50 Spotify songs of 2019 in a Daru data frame. This is the Daru data frame. Then I have used this track name column, which represents the track name of the song, and the liveness column, which represents the liveness of the song, to plot a column chart in DaruView. This is the column chart. So here you can see that this song One Thing Right has the highest liveness of 58. So these are the little things that you can do in DaruView. So what actually is DaruView? It is a data visualization gem which is used for the interactive plotting of charts and tables, so you do not need to switch to JavaScript again for data visualization purposes. You only need a few lines of Ruby. So why do we require DaruView? Firstly, it has some pretty cool features, like it readily integrates with any of the web application framework, be it Rails, Sinatra, Nanook, Hanami. It works well with iRuby Notebook too. iRuby Notebook is the Ruby kernel for Jupyter Notebook. And the examples I showed you in the overview were in iRuby Notebook. DaruView uses powerful and popular JavaScript libraries like Google Charts and HiCharts. There are a wide range of chart types available to plot in DaruView, ranging from very simple chart types like line chart or column chart to complex chart types like candlestick chart or maps. DaruView uses numerous formatting options to configure the chart. DaruView provides interactive charts. By interactive, I mean you can hover over the chart or click it or drag it and see some important information about it. Also, you can export the chart into different formats like PNG, PDF, and SVG. So what are the various tools available to plot in DaruView? Using DaruView, you get to plot Google Charts, Google Tables, HiCharts, HiMaps, HiStock, data tables, and NayaPlot. Neaplot is based on d3.js. But how do I use these tools in DaruView? In order to create a visualization in DaruView, we first need to set the plotting library. It can be either Google Chart, HighChart, Neaplot, or data tables. Then you need to create a plot or a table object. In order to create this object, we need to pass 3 parameters: data, options, and user options. Data can be either daru data frame, daru vector, data array, or the format that adapter supports. Options is the hash that contains various options to customize the chart. Options must be according to the options the library is providing. User options are rarely used. These are options created to add extra features in each tool, which are not provided in JavaScript libraries options. Then you can use the show in iRuby method to display it in iRuby notebook cell, or the div method to generate the JavaScript code of the chart in web framework respectively. Here I have a plot example. I have set the plotting library to Google Charts. Then I have created a plot object with data as daru data frame, and no options have been passed here. Then I have used the show in iRuby method to display it in the iRuby notebook cell. This is a table example. Here, again, the plotting library is Google Charts, and table object is created with an array passed as data, and width and height of the table are passed as options. Again, show in iRuby method is used to display it in iRuby notebook cell. So, moving on to Google Charts examples in DaruView. Google Charts are used to plot both charts and tables. This notebook here I have used to show Google Charts in DaruView using some basic examples. Firstly, I have created here a line chart using Google Chart in DaruView without any options passed, and data is used as daru data frame. This is used as a data. Then I have provided some options to configure this. I have provided the options to configure the chart and x-axis and y-axis of the chart and plotted a bar chart for it. Then I created a Google table here with page size set to as 5, so that you see only 5 entries per page. You can also plot 3D charts in using Google Charts in DaruView. Just you need to set the 3D option to true here. This is the 3D pie chart. You can also configure. Here I have provided Google Chart with multiple pagination options. Like I have used previous and next words to symbolize the paging symbols, and I have also used the row numbers and the page size as 2. You can also provide the formatters to configure it more. Like here I have used color formatter, pattern formatter, and number formatter. Number formatter here is used to prefix the asterisk before each entry in the brightness column. You can also use it to sort the data using a particular column both in ascending and descending order. You just need to click on the column heading. Furthermore, you can also visualize multiple fields of data in single combination chart. I have created a Google table here with multiple columns and visualize all of them in a single combination chart here. 5 of the columns, these 5 are used for are visualized using the column chart, and the last column is used to visualize using the line chart. So next, I have next is HighCharts. This image shows the basic components in a HighChart. These are title, series, tooltip, legend, and axis. I have already discussed some of the HighCharts plots when I provided the DaruView overview using CSS and multiple series data. So I'm not going to put up the HighCharts example again here. This is HighStock. HighStock is like the big brother of HighCharts, which includes all the basic feature of HighCharts plus some additional features shown in this image. We have scroll bar, navigator, range selector, and crosshair. HighStock is basically used to visualize the stock data. I'm going to put up some basic examples to understand it more. So, this is a stock line chart that with markers and shadows. These circular points are markers. I have set these values to true in options. And you can slide this navigator to show previous data as the data represents in a high stock is in a time range. You can also visualize a wider range of data using this range selector. Other types of stock charts include spline high stock, which does not have the sharp line endings. You have step line high stock, or the area high stock. You can see that the whole area is highlighted below the data points. You have area range high stock. In area range high stock, you can provide a range at a particular value. For example, here on 14 September, you have a data range from 5.1 degrees Celsius to 15.3 degrees Celsius. You can also provide column range high stock. Further, you can also configure a high stock using options. I have here configured the scroll bar and made it stylish. This is stylish scroll bar. You can disable a navigator. This is just the scroll bar. And you can also configure it using the CSS. So, next we have maps. In Daru view, you can plot maps using either Google Geo Maps or Hi Maps. I'm going to show you some of the maps example. This is a Google Geo map representing few countries' population. You can see it here that the denser the population is, the darker the color is. This is a Google Geo map to represent the to show the latitude-wise area in Africa. This is a Hi map representing Nordic countries. This is actually a demo of drawing all the areas in a map and highlighting only a partial area. This is a map of India that I created using Hi map. In this, the colors are varying with data accordingly. We can use it to show, for example, the population density. And this is the Hi Maps Geo map to show US population density with data. Data in the series format specified at Hi Charts official website. So last, we have data tables. It is taking time, so I already opened it. The link shows the deployed code of data tables examples on Heroku. In this, I have taken a Kaggle dataset of TV shows and movies available on Netflix as of 2019 and tabulated it in a data table. Data table by default provides pagination. You can switch to different pages by clicking on these buttons, or you can choose between these values to know how much entries you want to show on a single page. You can search here any text, like movie. It is on the fly, and all the rows that have that text in any of the columns will be presented. These are just the default features that are provided in data tables. You can also configure it more using the example in using the options. So we have Plotless example here. In order to visualize multiple charts or tables in a single iRuby notebook cell or side by side in a Rails app or any other web framework, we can use Plotless. In this example, first I created a column chart and a line chart separately, then combined them in a single cell using Plotless object. In the an array of these two plots are passed as data to the Plotless object. With Plotless, you not only get to plot two similar kind of tools object, but you also get to plot a Google chart with a Hi chart or a table with a plot. Basically, an array which consists of DaruView plots and DaruView tables is visualized using a plot list. More such examples of plot lists are shown in this notebook. I'm skipping these for now. You can refer to it later. So next is implementation. DaruView basically generates the HTML code for the corresponding Ruby code which you provide to visualize the chart. For this purpose, 4 dependent gems are used. One of them is maintained by SciRuby, that is NaPlot, and the dependent gem for data tables was developed alongside DaruView, so it is not a problem. However, the other two, Lazy Hi Charts and Google Visual R, are not maintained by SciRuby, which hinders the flexibility to use the latest features updated on JavaScript libraries website. So as a future idea, we need to get rid of these dependent gems to make DaruView fully independent. So that's it for the technicality. Now I'm going to take you all with me on my journey to DaruView. My journey to DaruView was no less than a roller coaster ride for me. It all started when I first decided to contribute to the open source and to participate in Google Summer of Code program. For that, I had to search for a project in which I could contribute. I knew about Ruby Science Foundation since one of my college seniors contributed to it earlier. I had experience in data analysis in Python, but I was new to Ruby. It seemed challenging, but I took it. I introduced myself to Ruby Science Foundation mailing list and started contributing to the project DaruView. I wrote a proposal mentioning what I plan to contribute to the library and submitted. And there it is. I was selected. I was really happy. But little did I know that it would be that difficult. Honestly, the journey after the selection was not that smooth. There were times when I felt like the required target is almost impossible to achieve. I used to panic very quickly. But soon I realized that you just need the time and the patience, and everything is possible. My mentor helped me out with some of the situations, and finally I managed to complete the project successfully, and here I am presenting it in front of you all. So honestly, if I can do it, you can do it too. Ruby has much scope for improvement when we use it for scientific computing. So, as Ruby developers, don't you think it is our responsibility to give back to the community? At least I feel it is important for me to give back to the community and contribute. And seriously, it is not that difficult. Start contributing today to the open source, and your GitHub profile will look good too. But if I want to contribute, the first thing that comes to my mind is, where should I start? Simply introduce yourself to the SciRuby mailing list. The people in Ruby Science Foundation are really talented. Seriously, I am the least experienced person among them. They'll provide you the guidance wherever required. These are some of the popular gems of SciRuby, and there are many others like Start Sample and NetworkX, etc. Check out these projects and contribute to them. This is a link for SciRuby repository. Contributions are always welcome. These are some of the useful related links that will help you understand the usage and code base of DaruView. If you want to know more about the work I did, just go through the GSOC 2018 blog on DaruView or the wiki page of enhancements done in GSOC 2018, second link. Credits, I want to thank my mentor Shekhar, who is also the author of DaruView, admins of Ruby Science Foundation, and Google for organizing this amazing program, Google Summer of Code. Also, Satish Talim of Emerging Technology Trust for providing me additional sponsorship to attend this conference. They also organizes RubyConf India every year. Finally, a huge shout out to conference organizers to organize this amazing conference. Special thanks to Sylvian and Marianne and my co-speaker Ikechi Ikina. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing it correctly, for helping me in my visa reapplication. My visa was refused the first time. And thanks to Michael for his valuable suggestions on the presentation. Merci.